Hi, this is a video I've wanted to make for a while because it's a subject I find to be very fascinating, satisfying, and exciting. I have a ton of journals, and they are what help me process emotions, they are what spark my creativity, they motivate me to do good for others, they help me be more grateful, they help me see the world in a more beautiful light, they help me calm down. So let's go through all my journals.
You can't see me, you can't hear me, I'm an exception to it all. You can't bother, you can't bother.
Number 1, my gratitude journal. I like this journal because it kind of has like prompts in it. It says, I'm grateful for ... what would make today great, daily affirmations, I am. That's the morning part, and it also has a night part. Today's acts of kindness and how could I have made today better. I think this book motivates me to be nicer to people because, I mean, you have 3 spaces for today's acts of kindness, so you better be doing at least 3 acts of kindness or else the page is going to be looking a little empty. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't I do good things for people just because? Of course, but sometimes you forget. Sometimes you spend all day in your room and you have no opportunity to do good things for others. If you have this book, you're reminded. You help your mom with something. You text your friends something nice. Whatever. This is my manifestation journal. It's like my newest journal that I've started. I started it September 18th. It's now October 31st. I've written in it every single day. I'm doing the 3-6-9 method. We write it 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. It's quite a lot. It's like a really long sentence too that I'm repeating over and over again, so it takes a while and I'm surprised that I've made it this far. That's what happens when you tell yourself if you don't do it, something bad's gonna happen. This is my longest journal, I think. I've had this since January 1st, 2019, and it's something I write my major events in, so I don't write in it daily, but I write in it when something big happens or when I want to recap events. I also type a very long paragraph on Google Docs and print it out at the start of each year, and it's like a recap of the prior year. And then I also write like my hopes for the upcoming year and goals, and it's gorgeous. I mean, look at this. I got it from Barnes & Noble, I think. Okay, this journal I think is my second oldest. My best friend Victoria got me this. It's called One Line a Day. I've been doing it since January 2021, and I just write any major takeaways from that day, anything great that happened, anything bad, any general feelings. This is my mood journal. We're in October and I've been doing it since March, and I told myself I was going to do it for a whole year to keep track of my moods per my therapist's request because I was having mood swings and they've gotten better, but they're still iffy, so this helps. Once March comes though, I will be excited to stop doing it because it takes a lot of time. I made it myself. I have my whole outline and I fill it out each day, and it has a bunch of components: mood, energy, general emotions, phase of my period cycle, effective / out of routine events, nutrition, mentionables like did I have coffee, physical activity, any physical symptoms, and color of light. I added that because my good days tend to be orange. It's hard to explain, but yeah. This is an extra journal that at one point I was using for the 3-6-9 method, but for some other thing that I was manifesting. I was trying to become more grateful, and it did work. That's why I moved on to the big journal of manifesting. So now I kind of just use this journal for random things, like it's empty, mainly for planning, like my health journey and recapping things that I do to better myself. This is my travel journal. Basically, I take this with me whenever I go to Florida, let's say, or on any trip really, and I want to continue all of my journal writing, but I don't want to bring all these journals, so I'll just write it on here and then transfer it into the other ones when I get back. I'm extra. I'm just now realizing it. This is my lyric journal. It's where I write all my lyrics of my finished songs because I want them to be all pretty with no errors or anything. They're smaller, they're Sidewalk Fantasies. I gotta write sorry in there. And it has my best friend Natalie's music cover art sticker. And it has my sticker that I designed as well with my signature. This is my bucket list journal. I add to it every so often whenever I think of something that I know I want to do before, you know. And right now I have a lot of things in it, actually. I have 106 things on here. Have I done any? Let's see. It doesn't really look like it. Did I really not do anything? That's depressing. This is my book note journal, so whenever I read, I like to write notes in here. I don't use it that often because I don't read that much, but that's for that. This is my love journal. It sounds weird, but I write everything that has to do with love in here, but mainly regarding my future spouse. So I write qualities I want, things I want to do with my future spouse, and hopes and dreams and fantasies and whatnot. It goes in here. This is for my anxiety. I got this from my best friend Roxanne, and it's a Taylor Swift quote. Happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. Every time I'm nervous, I start an entry and I write every single reason why I should not be nervous. So let me give you an example. I had a call back at one point and I was really nervous. It was a Zoom call and I wrote, imagine him naked and all the sweat. I cannot continue the sentence, but let's just say it gets pretty graphic and it helps me. It really gets rid of my anxiety. Okay, and another one. I booked a singing gig at a restaurant. I was terrified. So terrified I got myself sick and I threw up 8 times like 24 hours beforehand. The show went on, whatever, but I was so nervous beforehand that I wrote all these things, and this is what I wrote. Number 26. I can just turn off my humanity like a vampire in Vampire Diaries. Number 25. If I get sick, that's not my fault and I have no control over that. That's so funny. I got sick. But you know, stuff like number 23. I'm not responsible for how anyone feels about my performance. That's their own problem. And that's 100% true. I actually started it after my grandma had passed away because when I watched her die, it was a really traumatic experience and made me sort of resent myself for being an anxious wreck all the time because nothing matters. So that's that. This is my dream journal. I write in it when I remember my dreams, which is not often, but when I do, I write them in here. And I find that when I get into the habit of writing them down, I remember them more and the dreams even become a little more exciting and vivid, but that might just be the placebo effect. Anyway, that was it. I don't even know how many journals that was. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oh my god, 11, 12, oh my god, 13. Wow. Taylor Swift. Well, there you have it. I have 13 journals. Can you tell I'm trying to get my life on track? Is it working? Considering I've been doing some of these journals for 3 years, I'd say no. But is it fun and a good way to pass the time? Definitely. So I highly recommend you get at least one journal of your own. Just one. Let me know how it goes. Bye.